Hey everyone, Kevin here with Tern Bicycles, and congratulations on your new quick haul long. We're so excited for you to get going, but before you do, we want to share with you everything you need to know to safely and comfortably get to hauling. Now, we're going to be covering a lot in this video, so we've added timestamps below to make it easier for you to skip to the sections that you want to watch. All right, let's get started. There are two parts of the quick haul long that can help you get comfortable. First is the saddle height. You can adjust this by opening the quick release lever and sliding the seat post to your desired height. But make sure not to go over the minimum insertion indicator shown here on the seat post. Once you've found a comfortable height, close the quick release lever. Make sure that the lever is tightly shut, otherwise your seat could slide around as you ride. You can tighten the quick release by adjusting the clamp screw nut here. The next thing you can adjust is the nifty speed lifter stem, which lets you adjust the handlebar to a height that suits you. Again, open the quick release and adjust to your desired height. Once you're done, close the quick release. Whether you want a more upright seating position or something a bit more sporty, the speed lifter stem has got you covered. Having a good posture while biking can help you stay on your bike for longer without parts of your body feeling sore and numb. So it's important to adjust the bike to fit you. The Quick Haul Long is a pedal assist electric bicycle, also known as a Pedelec, meaning that the motor system only provides power while you pedal. It's good to keep in mind that the motor stops providing assistance once you've reached the maximum speed allowed in your local market. One of the great features that your Quick Haul Long has is the Bosch e-bike system that includes a display, battery, and motor. Let's get into more detail about each part. Your Quick Haul Long comes with a display, which you will use to control the bike's functions. There are 4 buttons on the display: the power button, the plus and minus button, and the walk button. To turn the system on, press the power button. Press the power button again to turn it off. Make sure not to have your feet on the pedals when turning the system on to avoid any unexpected acceleration. The plus and minus buttons allow you to switch between the 4 different assist levels: Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. Turbo being the most powerful level. The display shows helpful information such as your speed, assist level, trip distance, total distance, range, and battery level. To cycle through the information being displayed, press and hold the minus button. If the bike and the display are left idle for more than 10 minutes, the system will automatically turn itself off to save energy. The walk button is for the walk assist function, which lets you easily push your bike when going up hills or when hauling heavy cargo. Before activating walk assist, always make sure that the bike is in one of the 4 e-assist modes. If the motor system is set to off, the walk assist will not activate. To start walk assist, press the walk button at the bottom of the display. Once the display shows walk plus, press and hold the plus button to activate the walk assist. The speed of the walk assist depends on which gear you're in. The higher the gear, the more walk assist your motor will provide. To stop using walk assist, release the plus button. Your Quick Haul Long comes with a front and rear light. These lights are connected to your bike's battery, so you never have to worry about charging them or changing any batteries. To turn the front and rear lights on, press and hold the plus button on the display. There should be a light icon that shows up on the display. To turn the lights off, hold the plus button down until the light icon goes away. To remove the battery, use the key that comes with the bike to unlock it from the mount. To install the battery, slide it onto the battery mount and push it down until you hear a click. The click ensures that the battery is firmly secured onto the mount. Your bike should come with a pair of identical keys that is used for unlocking the battery and the frame lock. If for some reason you lose both keys, you can apply for a new set by using the serial number written on it. So it is very important to make note of the serial number. To be on the safe side, we recommend saving this number somewhere like on your phone or email, and registering your keys with a boost. We'll put a registration link in the description below. Your battery can be charged on or off your bike. Just make sure that the system is turned off before you do so. You should also make sure that there is no moisture on the battery or socket area. To charge the battery on the bike, open the rubber lid on the battery mount, plug the charger into the socket, and connect the charger to an electric outlet. Once plugged in, your battery will start charging. The display should show that the battery is charging. Be careful not to damage the prongs on the charger when plugging it into the socket. Make sure you're charging on a fireproof surface to ensure maximum safety. To charge the battery off the bike, remove the battery and plug the charger into the socket, then plug the charger into an electric outlet. The indicators on the side of the battery should light up to show that it is charging. To check the battery charge off the bike, you can press the power button on the side of the battery. Always remove the key from the lock to make sure the battery doesn't get disconnected while riding and that no one removes the battery when you're not around. To learn more about protecting your battery, visit our support site or download the Bosch e-bike manual. We'll put a link in the description below. Your quick haul along comes with a trigger shifter that allows you to adjust the speed and pedaling resistance. To shift to a lower gear, push the larger lever, and to shift to a higher gear, push the smaller one. We highly recommend that you change gears as you would on a non-electric bike. Downshift to a lower gear before coming to a stop or riding up a steep hill, and shift to a higher gear as you accelerate or ride downhill. It'll help you maintain an efficient cadence and prevent premature wear on the drivetrain. Your quick haul along comes equipped with a set of hydraulic disc brakes on the front and rear for excellent stopping power. When looking at your handlebar from the rider's position, the rear brake lever is on the right, and the front brake lever is on the left. In a few countries, this orientation may be reversed, so we recommend double checking before your first ride if you're not sure. Please be aware that suddenly pulling the brakes hard can have dangerous results, particularly in wet or slippery conditions. In general, aim to apply even pressure to both brake levers when you need to stop. Your brake pads are consumable parts and may be the first part on your quick haul along that'll need replacing. Different factors like how often you ride your bike and how much you're carrying will affect the lifespan of your brake pads, so make sure to keep an eye on them. The quick haul along comes with an ABUS frame lock on the front wheel. The key for the lock is the same as the one for the battery. To use the lock, turn the key and slide the knob down until you hear a click. Then you'll be able to pull the key out. If the lock isn't engaged, you won't be able to pull it out. Your quick haul along can stand and roll vertically, which can come in handy when you need to maneuver or park your bike in small spaces. Parking your bike vertically also gives you easy access to your drivetrain for when you're doing maintenance. It takes a bit of practice to master the art of vertically rolling and parking your bike, but you'll get a hang of it after a few tries. Let me show you how to do it. Start by standing next to your bike on a flat area and hold the handlebar with both hands. You can stand on whichever side feels more comfortable. Apply the rear brake and walk backwards until the bike stands up. It's natural to try and pull the bike backwards without walking. However, it's a lot easier to just focus on walking. Make sure that the contact points on the rear of the bike are touching the floor and that the bike is parked on a flat, even surface. Be careful not to leave the front wheel facing up, as it could swing to the side and potentially knock something over. Gently turn the wheel in one direction so that it's resting on the bike. To unpark your bike, hold the handlebars, apply the rear brake, and walk forward until the front wheel touches the ground. We don't recommend trying to catch the bike as it comes down. Just walk forward with control. You can also roll the bike when the bike is in a vertical position. Tilt the bike forward and slowly release the rear brake to start rolling. There are a few things we recommend checking before every ride. We use the acronym ABCQ. A is for air. Use your fingers to squeeze the tires to check the air pressure. If the pressure is too low, be sure to pump up your tires. You should always stay within the recommended tire pressure range marked here on the tire wall. B is for brakes and battery. Check the brakes by squeezing both levers to make sure that the bike stops. Also make sure that the battery is properly secured to the battery mount and sufficiently charged for your ride. C is for chain and cables. If you're going to fully inspect your chain, it is helpful to remove any rear accessories that might get in the way. To check if the chain turns freely through the gears, vertically park your bike or tilt the bike sideways on the kickstand and hold the handlebar to prevent the bike from falling. Then rotate the pedal forward several times and run through the gears. Next, check if the cables are undamaged and untangled. Q is for quick release. Check if the quick releases on the seat post, handlebar, and front wheel are securely closed and not too loose or tight. Cleaning and maintaining your bike is incredibly important for making sure that your bike stays safe and reliable. Here are a few things you can do to keep your bike running smoothly. Your bike's chain is a moving part that needs to be regularly lubricated so you can change gears smoothly. To do so, clean your bike's chain with a rag and some degreaser. Run through the chain a few times to make sure it's clean. Then you can apply bike lubricant to the chain. For a more detailed guide on how to clean your chain, check out our article linked below. Check if your wheels are trued, meaning straight, by spinning them. Check for any abnormal side-to-side motions or if the disc brake rotor is rubbing against the brake pads. If you find anything that is worn or damaged, bring your bike to your dealer. There are several parts of your bike that will wear over time, including the chain, brake pads, and tires. If you notice any signs of wear, visit your dealer for a replacement. And last but not least, we recommend bringing your bike back to your dealer for regular service. All bikes need a quick tune-up 1 month after use so that your dealer can adjust cables or other key parts. After the first tune-up, we recommend that you take some time to discuss a regular service schedule with your dealer. How often you'll bring your bike back for service really depends on your riding frequency, typical load, weather conditions, road surfaces, and more. We'll put a link to our recommended e-bike maintenance schedule in the description below. Your Quick Haul Along is compatible with a huge range of Tern accessories to fit a variety of scenarios. Whether you need to take your kids to practice, go on a grocery run, or take that special someone out on a picnic, our accessories have got you covered. Just remember that your Quick Haul Along has a max gross vehicle weight of 190 kilograms, or 419 pounds. This means that the weight of the bicycle, accessories, riders, cargo, and trailer must be less than the max gross vehicle weight for safe riding. The Quick Haul Along has a rear rack that is rated for 90 kilograms, or 198 pounds. That means that the rear rack can carry 1 adult or up to 2 children. Here's a setup you can run for carrying 2 bigger kids. It is important to note the 4 required items that you need in order to safely carry a passenger: a purpose-built seat, a place for your passenger to hold onto that is not the bike, fixed foot support, and foot and leg protection. For more information on how to properly carry passengers on your Quick Haul Along, check out the passenger guide on our website. The link is in the description below. To carry a bunch of cargo, you can set up the Quick Haul Along like this. In general, you should try to evenly distribute the weight of your cargo for a balanced ride. We have more cargo carrying tips in our cargo guide, also linked below. And that's it. You're all set to go for a ride on your Quick Haul Along. Remember that you can always come back to this video if you're unsure about something. You can check the Quick Start guide or visit your dealer if you have any questions. And if you'd like to share your experiences, join us at the Quick Haul Along group on Facebook. We look forward to seeing how you've made your life better by bike. Thanks for watching.